like I said, I want to stay your childhood a little bit, you
For
know.
sure.
So like, you feel me? Most people would see your lifestyle, see how you living, and just think, you feel me?
Yeah,
They
for
would
sure.
like they won't see the grind, they won't see the
Facts.
hard work, the
Facts.
dedication, they won't see the long nights.
Facts.
They won't know what it took to get there.
Facts.
So can you like explain like how I won't say how long, but how hard was it, or can you tell me like some pros and cons of it, like some jobs that you had, or have you ever worked a job before you got to it?
Hell yeah, nigga. So I'm gonna tell you, my whole thing is like, I was never trying to, you know, niggas got into other shit, you know what I'm saying? But I was never trying to get into that other shit, you know what I mean? I was trying to work a job. I wanted to be a lawyer, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it was like, I was too young to get a job, you know what I'm saying? I was 14 selling bud, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, in that area type shit. So it's like, it was like, this is what we gotta do. And as time went on, you know, we just went to other shit, you know what I mean? But while I was doing that other shit, I was working 9 to 5s on the young nigga side. So I was working at the art museum. That was my favorite job, was the art museum. I was in high school working at the art museum. I was selling bud to the niggas in school. I was selling bud to the people at the art museum. Like, and I'm an art lover. Like, I love art. I'm in love with art and artistry and, you know, paintings, and, you know, that's just what I do. And that's why I actually applied to work there. So I was like, they got like the kitchen and like where they make food and all that shit. That's what I was doing. And that was pretty much it. Then I just started getting a little bit more trouble under the radar though. And then I finally got in trouble in a fucked up way. Caught my first case for aggravated robbery. And then I went to jail for a little minute. And when I got out, I started working at Bob Evans. I had a PO, and she had me at it was this little cafe. I forget the name of this little cafe, but she had me working at a cafe. And then they was sorry at me because I had this fucked up mentality. I was just doing shit like that. And the nigga was cool, but they had caught me selling some other shit, having people come up to the job and it's like, yeah, we gonna tell you, yo, violate your shit. I'm like, man, I'm sorry. And then so the nigga let me slide. And then it was this homosexual nigga that started working up there, and that nigga just did not like that nigga did not. So he caught me doing some shit, and then he was like, basically just apologize to him, like, and cause I was treating the nigga like dirt, cause I'm like, nigga, you ain't got no power, nigga, who the fuck is you? And so I'm treating him like dirt. And then the main manager found out, and I guess she told the nigga to fire me. But what he told me was, you know, just apologize to me. Like, humble yourself essentially to me. And I'm like, and you will be cool. And I'm like, all right. So I'm like, all right, man, my fault. I'm sorry, bro. He's like, okay, thank you. I accept your apology. Yeah, but we're still gonna let you go. And I'm like, you bitch ass nigga. I started dogging the fuck out that whole ass nigga. But, you know, then after that, they tried to violate me because I disrespected him. But I'm like, I just got fired, you know what I mean? It ain't like I'm out here on some nut shit. I just got fired. I'm gonna get a new job. She put me at Bob Evans, and I was up there for a minute. Bob Evans is sweet. Niggas be talking like them fucking like server. I was a server, so nigga, that was a natural transition for me because I'm like, nigga, at this time I'm selling pills and I'm like building it up, and niggas not really hip to pills at this time yet. This one niggas just smoking weed. They looking at Xans, Oxys. They don't know about none of this shit. Niggas ain't hip to this. They only own X. You know what I'm saying? So that's all they own. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing what I'm doing. And every server, if you go to a restaurant, I'm sorry to tell you this, they're on drugs. Every server is on drugs. The cooks is on drugs, whether it's weed, perks, whatever, they all do drugs. So I made a killing in that bitch. I was making a killing on tips because I'm friendly, I'm smiling, they love me, and I'm making a killing every day because everybody who making tips spending their money with me because I'm selling all the drugs. So it was a lick, you know what I'm saying? So that was it was a good life, you know, back then on some fried shit. But it was cool, peaceful, happy. But yeah, like I say, man, niggas gotta understand, man, working a 9 to 5 ain't nothing wrong with it. And even though I might have been traveling at the same time, it's still nothing wrong with if you just work a 9 to 5. You know, like I'ma just leave it at that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah. So like I say, most people see your lifestyle, you see the money, the fame, and the designer.
Facts.
And like I say, won't see the pros and cons of it down. So like, you give me advice on like what it was like trying to manage the money, trying to maintain the money. Have you took any major losses?
Man,
Feel me? What's like the major loss you ever took?
I took so many losses. Like, I took so many fucking losses in this game, man. Like, the number one thing I would say is deal with people with integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got people around you who are scumbags, it's over with for you. You know what I mean? Like, if you got people around you who disloyal, who losers, who failures, and who live in that world of failure and loser shit, you done, you cooked. You know what I mean? Because they gonna drag you down. It's this thing I always view like, right? It's always crazy because a lot of times the winners can sometimes pull you up, but for some reason, a lot of times when you around a bunch of losers and failures and all that, you end up adopting they shit for some reason. It be hard, like it's weird. Them niggas will drag you down before you can lift them up. You know what I'm saying? They depression and hate and negativity is like 100,000 times stronger than your positivity and love. Like, they do not care. They don't want to hear it. They stuck in a mindset. And I learned it's hard to get in a winner's mindset for a lot of people. It's hard, bro. Like, they settle in life. And you gotta think, right? A lot of our moms, aunties, fathers, you know, they settled in life. Uncles, they settled. You know what I'm saying? They still in the same fucked up positions as they were when we were kids, or worse now that they older. How the fuck? So everybody is going to look at what you trying to accomplish as undoable, unbelievable. You know, it gotta be capped. It gotta be fake. We see so many niggas. They see a nigga who doing good in life and be like, oh no, that's fake, and he faking. No, nigga, he winning for real. You been faking so long that you think every nigga faking. No, nigga, some of us that's really eating out here. You know what I'm saying? You can't even fathom that shit though. It don't even register to you that damn, this nigga from the same hood as us, this nigga from the same gutters that we from, but he's winning. Why? Because you can't see it for yourself, and you've never seen it. All you've seen is niggas come around with a couple dollars flexing on the gram, and it's fugazi though. Because you know that nigga in real life. You know that nigga ain't got no real money. You know what I'm saying? But he on Instagram with a couple dollars, so it make it appear as something. When it's a nigga like me, I'm for real winning. It's niggas who I know that's for real winning. And we not playing. It ain't no pretend nothing. You know what I'm saying? I up 500,000 on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is for real. And it's doable. And I'm telling niggas who come from the bottom, we can do it. We can make it. We can have this. But niggas is so stuck on settling that, nah, that's fake. That gotta be capped. And for real, the only reason why niggas know this shit ain't capped with niggas like me is because the consistency. You can't fake it for that long. You know what I'm saying? You can't be living in that same fucking condo on the ocean for fucking 5-6 years now. At some point, is for real. Can't be riding around in that same Porsche for 4-5 years. It gotta be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real. You can't keep up in all this bread. You know what I mean? Consistency will let niggas understand. But it's like so many niggas be faking. It's like niggas won't even grasp it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't even understand it. So it's kind of fucked up. Like, it's kind of fucked up. I know I done went off on a tangent and shit. But,
not to cut you off though,
yeah.
So do you feel like that's a major problem, like within our community, not just the city, but within the urban community?
For sure.
With the African American people itself? Like, do you feel like they settle the content, or they got that envious mindset? Do you feel like that's causing us to get ahead in life?
I preach that shit constantly. We gotta stop settling. You know what I'm saying? But I also understand that, you know, because I start feeling like I'm getting in trouble with it, because I'm like, I don't want to belittle nobody. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, like, everybody's not ambitious. Everybody don't want to, you know, be on the fucking one of them top floor in a 5-star hotel. Not everybody wants that. Sure. Some people is okay with just being in the hood or being wherever the fuck they gonna be at. They fine with that. my thoughts was, you's a loser, nigga. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are you doing? And it's like, they might be looking at me like, no, nigga, I'm fine, nigga. I'm great. I got food in my fridge. My kids is happy. I'm about to go to work in the morning. Life is good for me, nigga. I'm this is where I want to be. I don't want that shit. You want that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, cool. Now, it's people who like that, but then there's a lot of people who not like that. So they pretend. That's when you know the difference. Like my granny, for example, Jehovah's Witness, extremely humble. You know, one of her famous sayings is like, they got the same table as me. You know what I'm saying? They got the same, I got the same TV they got. They got the same, like, I don't need to have a 100-inch screen. My 30-inch screen is fine. I don't need to have a marble table. My wooden table is just fine. I'm still able to eat. I'm still, you know what I mean? I don't need the name brand clothes. My clothes look just as good on me. You know what I mean? And that's how I was raised, for real. You know what I mean? Like, so that's how I keep those humble values. I like fly shit, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, a lot of people, you know, they actually do settle. Like, they want this shit. That's why they're pretending to have it. But then they want to act like, oh, this shit ain't nothing, or oh, this. It's like, no, nigga, stop acting like it ain't nothing, nigga. Go put your focus on. And I tell niggas this all the time. This is one of my famous sayings I tell niggas. If you put as much work into the real hustle as you do pretending you got it, you would have it. You fake on Instagram, on all this shit 24 hours a day. My nigga, if you just put that same hustle, that same dedication into going to get it, you have it. You would have it. But you want to settle in life and pretend like you got it. What the fuck is that about? So like I said, for the people who just living modestly and okay with that, then that's cool. But the niggas who, and you know who it is, you could see the guys who are faking and pretending because they want it to be more. I get fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Fake it till you make it for sure. But at some point, nigga, you gotta make it. And because my thought process used to be, fuck fake it till you make it, nigga, just go make it. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So, but yeah, a lot of niggas settle. A lot of niggas got a low self-esteem. And we just gotta kind of change that narrative, change those thoughts. And you know, the world is yours, man. The world is ours. We can have whatever we want as long as we're willing to put the work in.
So like you said, changing the narrative, right? Yeah. The question I want to ask, so like, give me your opinion on grown men being in the streets. When I say grown men being in the streets, I mean elderly men up to age like 35 and up. Listen, 40-year-olds, 50-years still on the block, or still misleading the youth. Listen, give me your opinion on that.
I hate it. This is how I feel about it, right? Now, when you first get in the game and you a young nigga, or you say you in your mid-20s or something, whatever you doing, if you get in this,
Casa the 1 2, I'm doing my 1 2. All of these bitches and comments I run through, but this shit ain't nothing new.